combat readiness demands constant training. For the members of the United States Air Force, this process begins in the Air Training Command. There, airmen learn the skills that are later perfected in other Air Force commands. A unique aerial survival school in the Nevada desert is the setting for Air Force flight and ground crews to combine their skills and meet the challenges of simulated combat. In a realistic environment, they learn the lessons that may one day save their lives. This exercise, an extension of daily Air Force training, is called Red Flag.
Good morning, gentlemen. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Larry Ryder. I'll be the aircraft commander today for this mission. We're going to support the Red Flag exercise at Nellis Air Force Base in Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll move the 59th Attack Fighter Squadron from MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, Florida, up to Nellis. Engineers, our fuel load will be 10,000 pounds. We'll make one aerial refueling en route. We'll take on about 10,000 pounds up there. Navigator will pick up the tanker about 60 miles north of Dallas on track 13. We'll drop off over Amarillo, Texas, and then shoot on up to Las Vegas for the landing. Does anybody have any questions? Let's go fly.
Pretty good weather. Crew rest of Nellis. Great. Good time.
Starting check. APU clear. APU clear. Forms. Check. Start select emergency. Force right. Check clear. Okay. Navigator, you ready? Check. That's good. We're all loaded. Okay.
Good morning, gentlemen. As you know, SAC has been tasked to support the 59th Attack Fighter Squadron during their Red Flag operations. For today's mission, we will launch 5 tankers to refuel 3 fighters each. We'll launch at 1-minute intervals, beginning at 1400 Zulu. Maintenance delays will launch free flow at the end of the stream.
Riverside, you've got 12,000 scattered, 22,000 scattered, 3 miles of hay. Shouldn't be any problem.
Okay.
Have a good flight.
Thank you very much. Okay, call sign today is Mountain 60, takeoff time 1000 local, in support of Red Flag. Flying for 3 hours. Fuel load today 70,000 pounds. We're going to be refueling 6 F-15s. Fueling airspeed will be 315. At 641, we got a 36,000 pound offload. Height of range 12,000 feet. Anybody got any questions?
Yes.
Okay, just press it up and go to the airplane.
Good morning, gents. Welcome to Red Flag. I'm Colonel Jim Woods, the Red Flag Commander. And for the next 2 weeks, we're going to subject you to the simulated combat associated with your first 8 or 10 combat missions. You'll be attacking realistic targets, those targets protected by the aggressors and F-5s, surface-to-air missiles, as well as anti-aircraft artillery, and your communications problem will be compounded by communications jamming. It's up to you at this point to put it all together, all that training that you've had up to this point in time, to get the best out of this particular exercise.
Okay, today, guys, our mission is going to be a combined mission of both sweep and force protection. Tony, you and I are going to be Eagle Flight, and we'll be responsible for the sweep part of the mission. We'll precede the strikers into the area, and we'll be responsible for maintaining air superiority, or in other words, keeping the red air off the strikers.
On takeoff, we go to close echelon up to Desert Rock. At Desert Rock, it'll be a right-hand turn to go north up toward Quartzsite. At Quartzsite, we'll be splitting into 2 elements. Baron 1-3 and 1-4 will be staying at court site and electing to drop down to the 10,000-foot bluff.
Ron, you'll be flying in Lion Flight, responsible for force protection with the strikers. Jack, you'll lead Wolf Flight, establish a roving cap in the northern area, and be responsible for protecting the strikers during egress. For Sweep, Tony, you and I, we're responsible for air superiority. We'll try to search out for an entire time out there, primarily looking for red air.
Your job today will be to look for the blue air-ground strikers. We want you to go ahead and strip the cap of the players coming inbound so that 1-3 and 1-4 are able to hit the strikers prior to getting to the target.
You got those F-15s and left-hand turn now. Brake left, we're up.
270, they're now 5 o'clock, about a mile and a half.
Roger, braking left. I got him going down. Roger, I'll stay high. Right behind him, 12 o'clock. He's rolling out, stay with him. Going with him, going with him. Braking right, still got him. He's going down. It's going with him, Got him, I got him. He's on the deck. Braking left. There, he's popping up, watch him. Watch. I passed him, he's on my tail. It's the quad crossing over. Take it down. Get on the deck, watch him. I'm tracking, he's in my sights. Roger, confirmed his mission completed. Roger, let's go.
Sometimes the hair just stands up on the back of your neck, and you know you better take one last quick peek, and that's what happened today. I was flying down towards portside. I know Denny was engaged with the guys up at Reveille. I made a quick check and saw you sliding in, and I just pulled back, and that's where we ended up.
Okay, that was an excellent move because when you did do that belly check, came back in. With the airspeed I had, I overshot and went to the outside.